Hello, I'm reviewing all of the 3 animated Titanic movies from 1991 to the 2000 something. Okay, I'll put the right year in the title of my video, okay? When it ended, the run of this trilogy. And yes, it's a trilogy where they all take place in the same timeline. This trilogy. Their stories is split into 3 parts. I kid you not. They basically took off and they marketed this to kids. All 3 movies of the animated Titanic movies. Keep in mind. So it's no offense. So of course they're going to make going to talk down to the audience a little bit because they're children, so they're going to lie to the audience and make things less tragic than the actual event. For example, I'm pretty sure last time we lived in the real world, there's no talking dogs in the real world, or toxic Mexican mites in the real world. A family of them. And I doubt there was any on the Titanic. Because the reason why I bring this up, because those are the scenes you're going to see in the first installment to the Titanic saga. The first installment. You're going to see a rapping dog, breakdancing, and getting it down. Once getting down and breakdancing, like he's Vanilla Ice or something. It's Vanilla Ice style of rapping bad. So he basically makes Vanilla Ice look like a competent black rapper. Is what this rapping dog makes Vanilla Ice look good. So you're gonna have to sit for that breakdance. It's kind of funny. The whole thing is funny. Oh, and it spoils the ending of how they changed the events of Titanic from the real life, because the grandpa of the... It opens up with the grandpa, that's the family of the Mexican mice family. The grandpa is also a mice. The Mexican mice family he's a part of. He was once on the Titanic in his pride, but he's one of the survivors. But he points out that not everyone on the Titanic died. It's not that he's black and white. Now, a whole lot of people on the Titanic, not a whole lot of people, not a whole, everyone, a lot of people on the Titanic died. So he says it's not that simple. Goes against... Okay, so it's going to take that more route into the science fiction fairy tale lane. Called bullshit land. Where they lie to the children. And making them dumber. More than they were, probably. It's like you get... And, okay. Now, in the sequel, Titanic... I can't remember, it's called Titanic, The Legend Goes On. Now, the sequel, Titanic, might be called Legend Goes On, is actually kind of, if I remember, the second Titanic was kind of a reboot of the first Titanic movie. If I remember correctly, in terms of world building, different cast of characters, okay, same story. So, but the third one, the third Titanic movie is where we go to Atlantis. Underseas. No, I'm not making this shit up. I wish I was. That's what we see, and that's the events that get played out in the third one. As the survivors of the Titanic was left, the main characters of the first two movies, of the first Titanic movie, of the second animated reimagined Titanic movie, that's the remake of in that one kind of, now this one, the last two Titanic anime movies, it gets, those are kind of connected because, well, we see the same characters reappear in both movies, and they talk about the events of the past movie we saw with them when they go to Atlantis in the third installment. And that's after the sequel, the second, and that's actually in the prior before, and I'm not making this shit up, and getting any of this wrong. Prior in the installment before this Titanic, when we go to Atlantis, Baby Octopus saves the Titanic. A cartoon baby octopus, that talking baby octopus, sees the Titanic about to sink, and it pulls the Titanic together with all its baby might, the octopus, and saves everyone on the Titanic. Happy ending for pretty much most people. And then we go to Titanic, the third installment, where they're going to search for the Titanic boat, I guess. Or maybe this is, I'm not really sure. Actually, come to think of this, is probably, might have misread this movie wrong by watching it, but come to think, I might have got confused thinking that, because based off how the previous one ended, and when we go to the third one, go Atlantis, I'm not really sure if the third one's a sequel to either one or a reboot that takes place in a separate continuity. Anyway, we go to Atlantis, get kidnapped by the Atlanteans, held hostage against our wills, as the main characters do in the third one. We get to see Atlantis and the main characters, our main characters, get held hostage against their will as Atlantis. They are never allowed to return to the surface. Oh, that's funny. You would think that they would be horrified of that, but they just take it all swelled. Like it's their birthday. Surprise. They all are happy that they're now hostage, I guess, and they're all friends and peachy about it, and singing songs and dancing, and I don't know why there's so much stuff in this animation of a movie. I enjoy these movies. I give them an 8 out of 10. They're as good as the Star Wars sequel trilogy and Avengers Endgame. They're guilty pleasures. Great guilty pleasures. Some of the best, finest guilty pleasures this 3 movies have to offer. These 3 different Titanic movies. I enjoyed all 3 of them as guilty pleasure. I give them an 8 out of 10 for nautical nonsense, goofy fun. Kid-friendly, goofy fun. It is harmless. Goofy, stupid fun. Let's get retarded. Watch these movies and shut your brain off and say, fuck it, let's get retarded. I'm going to enjoy the Titanic movies. Because it's better than James Cameron's Titanic movie. Because it lies to you more about history. With all 3 installments. Get top it with getting more balls to the wall bonkers and stretching the truth and lying to you, the audience. What could really happen? What is real? What is history? I don't know. You know, it's just like The Matrix. It's as good as the Matrix movies. when the whole point of the Matrix is, what is reality? What is my shit colored? I like the Matrix movies. All 5 of them. I'm sorry, I forgot the Animatrix. So it was also counted. I seen the Animatrix, so I seen all 5 of them. I enjoy them as fine, guilty pleasures. I like to drink the Kool-Aid. My Kool-Aid. Of playing possum. My brain's fucked. So I enjoy the Matrix movies like I enjoy this movie that I'm talking about. What was the movie I'm talking about? Fuck. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Like, it's as good as the Mission Impossible movies. Nautical nonsense, kid-friendly fun. Like the Team America movie. World Police. Goofy fun. Or like Ghostbusters. With Bill Murray. The first 2 ones. Ghostbusters, guilty pleasures, goofy kid-friendly fun is what these movies feel like. Nautical nonsense, goofy friendly fun. Like Cool World. Movie. Or like Shawshank Redemption. Funny movie that was at times. Another movie I found amusing was, what was it called? Okay, I don't remember the name, but I remember the plot. Okay, it stars Ryan Reynolds, and he's buried, and he's buried alive in the whole premise of the movie, and I forget what the name is called, that movie called. Does anybody, I don't know, anyone watching that remember that name? That's what that name we call. I thought that movie was fucking hilarious. Ryan Reynolds acting in that movie is just not working. I don't know why he's just not carrying the movie. Because they told him to play it straight. I don't know, he's just not joking at all. It's like he plays this one-note character in this when he's buried alive in this movie in this coffin, and that's what the whole place the movie takes place in. And he only has a phone of a little about Barry, figure out who killed him, and then he tries calling people for help on his phone, and they go to the wrong bury site, and that's the twist. He's going to be buried alive and die. Ooh. I guess that's how it, in a sense, all that, like that, him losing it, dying, and him being buried alive. Yeah, so I can't remember what that movie was called. What was it called? Buried? I don't remember. It was starring Ryan Reynolds in the role. I thought it was kind of a dumb movie, more than his R.I.P.D. flop movie. That's the movie with Jeff Bridges he starred in. And I thought it was more stupider than his Green Lantern movie from 2011, Buried. I think that movie was called Buried. I'm not sure, but I'm 90% sure. What does this have to do with the animated Titanic movies? Everything. I think. These are good examples of guilty pleasures that mean nothing to me, and I barely remember any of it. No matter how many times I see the movie, I feel like I forget it more. You know? Often, you know? It's those kind of movies, the Titanic animated trilogy that I reviewed. Why give them guilty pleasures? All of 8 out of 10 is a guilty pleasure. Fun, doofy fun. Okay, I'm going to shut this video off. I hope you enjoyed this content. And, hit thumbs up on this video and my old videos. Don't check them out in any order. Check them out at your own pace. And hit the subscribe button by hitting the bell first, and then the subscribe button. That's how you get subscribed. Goodbye.